It's Wednesday, August 15th. Welcome to Pastor Bob Daily. My friend John on Twitter says, I need prayer. I can't make my house and car payments, and I'm living on credit cards. How many of you today are stretched beyond your limit? And some of you have been spending money that you don't have. I want to talk about that today. And I really want you to pay attention today because there are so many people in this situation and many that are about to be in this situation. Now let me just say first of all that real money is not credit cards, is not loans necessarily. Real money is the kind that you can hold in your hand and the kind that you actually have in a bank account. The rest of it is not real money. It's somebody else's money that they have allowed you to use for a premium. Now let's talk about this. You buy a car. You buy it and you pay it off in 4 or 5 years. And you make monthly payments. The bank owns the car until you pay it off. And after you pay it off, you will have paid $2,000 or $3,000 usually in just interest alone. For that same $2,000 or $3,000 that you paid in interest, just interest, you could have bought a good used car. You say, Pastor Bob, what kind of car can you get for $2,000 or $3,000? You know, we bought a Tahoe for the homeless ministry. My family did, not with homeless money, but our money. And we went to a car auction. The car was in great shape. It had only been serviced by the manufacturer. It had a good deal of miles, but not too many. It was in great condition. Everything works great. It's a really nice vehicle. It hauls a lot. And it pulls the trailer for the homeless ministry. And we paid $2,500, $2,500. That's not even as much as a lot of people simply pay in interest over the long period of a loan. You pay a premium to have a new car. If you're wealthy and can just pay for that outright, that's great. But you know, my car, for instance, and I realize that some of you are in other countries and things are a little different, but I paid cash for my car too. It was used and it's 13 years old now. Things go wrong with it. And sometimes those things are a little bit expensive, but not nearly as expensive as buying a new car. So I make sure that I change the oil on time, that I take care of it, that I have it in, my mechanic has it from time to time to make sure everything's in running condition. And, you know, it's going to last me a long time, a lot longer than 13 years. Now, I didn't buy it new by any means, but it's been a good car. And folks, that's kind of the bottom line. We feel like we have to have the best of everything. You know, the biggest house, the newest car, all the gadgets, everything. And we do this. We charge up our credit cards. We get these brand new cars and we pay $400 or $500 a month in car payments sometimes. We have to buy the biggest house. And folks, if you mortgage a house and you borrow the money to do it, over the period of that loan, generally, you will pay double for that house. These are all things really to think about. You know, the best thing in the world you can do is to live within your means. You know, not to rack up all these bills and then say, God, please help me. And then be disgusted because God doesn't seem to be answering your prayers. Think about it. You know, the Bible tells you to be responsible for finances. Even tells us not to borrow or lend money. Why? Because that's when we really get into trouble. The best thing you can do is to live within your means. You say, Pastor Bob, you don't understand. I don't have that much money coming in. Well, then you need to downsize. You know, folks, we don't need all the stuff that we have. All of these years working with the homeless ministry really has shown me how little we can get by with. I've downsized to, I told you, about 350 square feet. That's it, 350. And I have minimal amount of things, and I'm happier than I've ever been. So there are some things to think about. You know, many families make this huge mistake. They decide to get all of these brand new things. They have all of these payments that they have to make. Both parents are forced to work because of it. Their children are shipped off to daycare, whatever, and the family grows up strangers. And they begin to have problems, and the divorce rate keeps climbing, and all of those things happen because, folks, we've forgotten what it is to be a family, and we've forgotten what it is to live within our means. I really want you to think about this. It's a huge problem that plagues the United States, and I know other countries as well as I travel. Look at your finances, look at the way you're living, and make some adjustments. God bless you. Have a great day.